Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Here's a product from SubRevTech. Now this is really cool. I have not done much with sling control in the past. I haven't looked into it much. In fact, I'll be honest with you, I didn't know products like this existed until, rather recently. And so I reached out and they sent out a couple products that are sling control based here. So we have one Picatinny and one M-Lock, and the one in my hand right here is the Picatinny model. So it's some shock cord with a retaining piece there that just snaps in. So pretend my gun or my hand is the gun or the rail. Just kind of clips into place. That's how it's going to function. When you get it, you could get the Picatinny model like what you have here, and this one, it's multi-directional. You can set it up in kind of any configuration you want. Anywhere you have Picatinny, you see there's some shock cord, and those are going to be retained by some Allens. When you get this, one of those is not going to be installed, so you can kind of cut the shock cord to the length. What you're going to need, you're going to want to play around with it before you cut anything, guys. Play around with it, get a right idea of what you need, where the device should go, what direction. I actually played around with it for a while, and I found some different orientations I liked to have it, and then I went ahead and made those cuts on the actual shock cord just to get it exactly to the tightness I wanted. So you see this Picatinny model, it just snaps into place. I threw it on a 10.5-inch gun here just to show you that this can work on anything, and it's very strong. It's not coming off. It snaps into place. It's user adjustable a little bit because it is plastic. You could probably sand on it a little bit if you have a non-traditional or non-mil-spec Picatinny rail. Applying it, really simple. I just laid out my Magpul sling here, grabbed it, wrapped it around, and that's all it takes. It's very, very simple. Now again, I've adjusted this one to the tension that I like for my sling retention, and when it's going in the safe or going into a gun case, it doesn't seem to tangle up in anything else, and it's really nice and slim. It's a very tight profile now that it's contained this way. I like it quite a bit. Those two straps, you don't have to worry about those burning out. I didn't have any issues with my sling getting in the way. I could still shoot the gun just like this. And so you can kind of see how that's going to snap into place. And yes, it's very, very secure. That little tab that you're looking at right there, it's very secure. And I'll try to focus on this for you, just so you can see. I don't have any concern at all about that just flying out or anything like that. It's definitely an intentional process, and I've applied mine in maybe just kind of a little bit of a unique way. I like to have it so that I can release it with my right hand, but you may like it with your left hand, so you could reverse it. And there's also an M-Lock version. I'm going to show you that in a second. Here's basically what it's going to look like. Okay, so you get your sling, and for me, right-handed, popping that off, that is so fast. It's very quick and easy. You could do it left-handed, right-handed, depending how you set up the orientation of the clip itself. Not difficult at all. And then I just fold it up and right back into the slot like that. This is a brilliant design. I don't know if he has a background at SubRevTech with other products that are similar, but this is really, really smart, and I'm sure he played around with designs for a while before he came upon this. I'm sure this wasn't the first one, and so I think this is a good one to land on. There's nothing about this I would even change, quite honestly. I think it's pretty much the way it ought to be. Here's the M-Lock version right there. I prefer the M-Lock version on most rifles, but if you have a quad rail or you're going to try to go top mount and you need something for Picatinny, obviously that would be best. Look how quick this one flies out. I have this one mounted just slightly different than the other, and so on the underside I can actually reach it with my left hand or my right hand on this model. Very easy to reinstall, and it's all up to you. If you want to be real delicate and make it look pretty and really tight and slim like I do right here, take you 1 second more, but it's very, very fast. It's very reliable. It doesn't hang up on other things. It actually just kind of removes itself out of the way I've set it up on my slings. I'm going to tell you that I didn't realize how advantageous this would be. I can shoot with it on or take it off and get that sling on very quickly, and I really like that as an option. If you're trying to pull your gun out of safe in a tense situation, you don't want that sling hanging up on extra things or other guns in the safe. So I think this is a fantastic idea. It's probably necessary, and I'm not going to take these off these guns ever. They're here to stay.